So today I will talk something about electric car. When people think about electric car, the images came to their mind first will be something that very modern style and in streamline like this car. But electric car can be also look like this and that. So today my topic is history of electric car. So electric car's history can be divided in three parts: early prosperity, stagnation, and revival. So the early prosperity of electric cars are from 1880s to 1910s. So who invented the electric car first? Nobody knows. But we know that in 1830s there were three people who built and designed electric cars. But we know clearly that the first person who built the practical electric car was English inventor Thomas Parker in 1884. And this is his car. So from that on, electric cars can be driven and produced practically, so it became very popular. There was a survey in 1900 in New York, Boston, and Chicago. The numbers of electric cars were at twice as gasoline-powered cars. So the reason that the electric cars were more popular at that time, it was because the roads between the cities were not good enough, so people didn't need to worry about the range and speed of the car. So most cars were city cars, and also the electric car can be easily to control, and it were more quiet and runs more smoothly. As time goes on, the roads became better, so people realized that they need some car which can run further and faster. So some people try to improve electric cars to meet the requirements. Even Edison worked on an electric car for a period of time, but neither of them succeed, and no practical solution were found. So in 1908, Henry Ford invented the Ford Model T, one reliable and cheap car. It was powered by gasoline, and within 20 years, 50 million Ford Model T were produced and sold. So the gasoline-powered car took possession of the car market, and the electrical car gradually disappeared. So the history went to the stagnation time of the electric car. It was from 1810s to 1870s. During this time, no electric cars were produced, and there were gasoline-powered cars all around the world. They took possession of the market, so seldom progress in the electric car was made. Then the revival of the electric car. So the energy crisis in 1970s and the 1980s reminds people of electric cars. People realize that there will be a day we have no gasoline to burn. Also, people began to pay attention to air pollution and greenhouse effects. So in 1990s, several cars were built by the major automakers, and but they were not very successful, and they all were withdrawn from the market in late 1990s. After we step into the 21st century, the high gas price reminds us again of the electric cars. So Tesla and Nissan released some new electric car model, and they were more successful than the cars before. And also we can buy some other types of electric cars in the market for example, this car, you must be very familiar because we have a lot on our campus. You can see that every day. The main problem with the electric car facing is also the battery problem, the charging problem. So electric car stations were built rapidly around the world. America has programmed that by time 2013, the electrical car charging station will cover the nation. Electric car is not a brand new industry, but it's a promising one. So here is the forecast U.S. electric car sales from 2012 and to 2020 by University of California, Berkeley. You can see the growth of the sales in the coming 20 years. If you're interested in electric car, you can step in this industry, and I think and I believe it is a promising one. Thank you.